Bum, bum, bum. The hell? That's not right at all.
Greetings, mortals, I think. And welcome back to this game called Last Dream that is totally working.
Alright, so for whatever reason it was showing my old broadcasts onto the thing. So I didn't actually save after I had gotten into the bird and started flying around, so we backtracked to that previous save. And so we now have the ability to just wander around in search of all of this other stuff. So let's take a look where we want to go. So this is North Aldrin here. Can I land here? Doesn't look like it. So in order to land, I have to, am I don't think I have auto fast forward on. Wow, so that was pretty, it's a pretty fast flyer. So I'm not going to finish up the items in that cave yet. I figure I'll probably have okay gear options elsewhere. So cool. There we go. So I got one there. Got a hit. So let's get over there. And is this... I haven't actually gone to there, so I'm going to pop into that little place here. Anything else? We're all set. So we're popping back to our mount. And so we're just going to be flying around the world map now, looking for adventure. Have I been to this? I haven't been to this Moa Forest either. Let's pop in there. Moa Forest Explorer. Alright, so let's take a look at the map. Excuse me. We're gonna go to, I guess this place over here. So an item over here. So I'm going to try to get all of the radar treasures now. And I should probably go to an inn at some point. So my goal right now is just to try and complete up this radar stuff, get to a bunch of random just places, and hopefully get a good amount of the optional content done. I have about an hour before I have to stop streaming, so we've got to make that time count. I'm hoping to at least finish up the radar stuff first, because I think that that's reasonably easy to finish up. There's another one over there, right? Yeah, so let's, I guess, go over there. We'll grab that quick. Okay. And I don't need to really look at the map, because I'm... Can I land here? Yes, I can. So I haven't actually been here, as you can see. This most miserable posting in all of Orphos. Easy enough job until someone shows up. I do not have a repel ring on, I don't think. If I had a repel ring, there's no way that I would have gotten an ivory. I do have the repel ring. Okay, stand corrected. That was surprising. Okay. I'm saving in slot 2 instead of slot 1 for some reason. So, I've now explored this whole area. So that place is not some place I can reach without a hunter anyway. And I'm kind of surprised that it was just some SP orbs, honestly. Because with a hunter, you might be able to go over those with a MOA. Hello. Perfect bait. And what's here? This is like the master fisherman or something. You know nothing of spearfishing. Okay, so there's apparently an item over here that I didn't notice. Let me cast a fast cure. So we're gonna have to stop by an inn, but luckily we can fly there, so it should be reasonably fast. And we're pretty close to the mercenary guild. Ruby slippers. So where's my... Nope. In we go. Time to head to the inn and sleep it off. Sleep off that petrification. Yeah. Okay, let's save the game. So we've got... There was a thing up here, right? There we go. So I think this continent's done. This one's done. Or did that. I think we're pretty set for this place as well. Okay, confirming that we got everything here is much faster than getting it in the first place. So there's an item here. So I want to go there? Yep. Do I rightly want to do this? Yes, we do. So we'll find out what's over here. Probably consumables. Sapphire robe. That also gives us an idea of when this is supposed to be done. Now, since I am on a time limit, I'm not going to go into any of these places quite yet. I want to get the radar stuff done before I move on to other things. So that's done. Now, I say I want to get the radar done. I have a suspicion that there's going to be some stuff in this monstrosity around here. Maybe not. There is. There's one right there. And that's which loop? It's like the... one over there as well. So there's a couple items that are on this island. And that's unfortunate because that place is going to be generally nightmarish to deal with. Okay, there's an item here. You can get that. And it looks like the only reason to drop off here is to get that item. So I'm going to go for it. Let's find out what it is. I'm hoping that we don't have too much difficulty with the... Oh, well, that's not... That is not what I was expecting. I was expecting some substantially stronger creatures than this. So, Sapphire Staff. Now, again, I could go into that cave, but I don't want to go in there yet. So how much radar stuff do I have left? I have at least 2. Let's find out if there's anything on Ugbar. Hello. I don't really have to worry too much here now. At a force of habit, I like to drop things, stats, but Oberon is regenning at a pretty massive pace, Swordrell's regenning pretty fast, and everybody else is just taking pretty much no damage anyway. So, let's see. So, Radar Expert. That means that I've gotten most of these, but I don't think... There we go. So we got the Ambrosia. And, okay. So I'm going to take a look at my collections for radar. I have 41 out of 50. So that means that we have 47 out of 50 that we're getting today. I don't want to go into this place just because it's going to be a really long trip. I'll get that last. So we're going to head over to this island here. This island I missed. Oh, there's another little island here. And there is an item here. What the hell? These enemies are from the very beginning of the game. It's very strange. I was expecting these places to have substantially stronger enemy presences. Okay, we'll come back to that later. The thing I want to look at is my puzzle collection. I have 14 out of 20. I'm missing one of... So I have 15 out of 20 if I get to the other thing there. I'm missing a dungeon here that I have not entered yet. So I'm going to want to figure out what that is. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I've checked this whole area. Nope. Okay. Okay, so we're now at 5 left that are unaccounted for. So, I'm just going to change my zoom. Let's see. I'm gonna go to this western this western island rather. Okay, there's one there. Seven refreshing elixirs. So there's a critter there as well. So we can save this. And we might as well try to engage this. Because some of these enemies are going to be way too hard to kill, but some of them are probably going to be relatively easy to kill at this point. This one doesn't look like it's going to be one of the ones that's easy to kill. I think it's probably going to blow me up, but we'll find out. Okay, that's a pretty heavy nuke, but we can deal with it. We can use this Did I just use Sentinel? Yes, that's a dumb thing to use. We're going to cast Citadel, and he's going to use Mana Surge. He's going to use Invisibility Cloak. But that was a relatively hard hit, but it was a single target hit as well, so it's not as bad as it seems. That said, that was a very, very hard hit there. Try using Invincible. And we will use behind enemy lines. We got the cure off before it went. We got Invincible off. We're not really doing very much damage. Cast Dartboard. Does he have? Yeah, we're gonna cast. Actually, he goes first. No, he doesn't. The Commandant does, but he doesn't. Okay, we're gonna use the Healing Steel. Stole a Nectar. Complete Obliteration comes out. Yeah, the Westonia defense scenario was amazing. I loved it. So happy. I love that kind of stuff so much. So it was a great, great little event for me. Let's go ahead and use a Holy Heal. We're going to use, what? Human Shield. Use another Healing Steel. Want to make sure that I'm getting heals coming out. Unfortunately, I really need to get this guy. Let's see. Warcry. So Cure 4 goes out, Core Skate comes out, critical hit for 2 damage. You know, the Fire Emblem series is a series that I really need to play more games of. Because I have not actually played very much in the way of Fire Emblem games, but they're exactly the kind of game that I enjoy. So that's a series that I need to sink my teeth into. I don't think I have Warcry yet. I have not. So Purify comes out. Warcry comes out. Self-Preservation's gonna come out. No, it's not. I'm gonna use this instead. Do I have Iron Skin on? Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna use Behind Enemy Lines again. Just keep reapplying this. I haven't actually gotten a proper buff up on him yet. I haven't gotten Mystic Concealment up. So let's cast that. Use a Healing Steel. And the Corset comes out and obliterates Oberon. That's trouble. He's going to reuse this, and I think he might be in trouble. I don't know why I was going to cast that when I obviously need to heal him. Let's use a Healing Steel. Yeah, clearly I don't have enough magic defense on him right now. But that's something that I could easily fix between fights. Do I have... Yes, I do. So we don't have Juggernaut on him. I'm going to cast Citadel. He's going to guard. It's a 10-hit combo. I'm gonna go ahead and use Self-Preservation on him. Is that what I want to do? I don't think it is. I think he needs to keep this guy alive. Stay alive, stay alive. And we're going to use... We're actually going to use Juggernaut on Sordrel. And we're going to use... Oh, right. Okay, so because of the fact that he went down. He's out of mana. Use a war cry. So his effect has worn off because of the fact that he went down the first time, and it just reset all of his buffs for the most part. So we need to cast a Mana Surge. Do we? I don't think we do. I think we need a Human Shield. I feel like this is a boss that's a little too threatening for me to feel comfortable. I should have actually cast Bloodlust first, but we're casting Bloodlust second. And Self-Preservation on, do I? I'm going to cast Self-Preservation. I'm going to guard. Heal. I want him to be tanky enough to take a hit. And it's a good thing that I cast Self-Preservation on him, because if I had cast an actual, like, other spell, he would have gotten killed. So I have one more turn of that. Gear 4 comes out. Oh, look at that healing. Of course, it comes out on Oberon. That's not a problem. Now, he needs to cast a Holy Heal. And he needs to cast Defender on Kamanaten to keep him as healthy as possible. Because Kamanaten's going to start taking a pretty decent amount of damage from now on. Because that taunt is going to wear off soon. Oh god, poison? Now? This is a terrible time for me to have poison to deal with. So I now have AoE damage coming out. I need to cast a Cure 4 on him. He's going to guard. And I think I'm going to go down here. I'm going to have too much damage coming out to handle. So we have poison going to Oberon, which is a big problem. We have AoE physical, which is a moderate problem. And we have... what else? Okay. So he's actually faster than the boss. This doesn't give him any immunities that he needs right now. And we could give him the Aegis armor. Actually, you know what I want to do? Is before I come after these kinds of things, I can pop right over here. I haven't actually looked at what synth stuff I have available now. So let's just see if there's any cool stuff that I can make right now. So... obstructing staff is magic defense. This is preempt. This regenerates 100 HP per turn. This decreases enemy defense. This decreases preempt. Protects against all debuffs. That's big. Fire, thunder, and dark. That is a huge amount of defense. I'm gonna make 2 of these bulwark helms. Resists all elemental damage. Okay. So This protects against all debuffs. We'll go ahead and equip that. Do we want to equip the Bulwark Helm on people? He's going to take the Bulwark Helm. He's also going to take the Bulwark Helm. So Primordial Armor. We don't want to take that off, but we can give him... We don't want that. Okay, protects against critical strikes seems pretty good for this boss. And do I want to fight this boss? Let's see, I've got about 30 minutes left. Okay, well, first I'm going to... Okay, I have not gone into this area, so we're going to go in here. We're going to loot it. Do I want to fight that thing one more time? Right now. That's a yes. Alright. So, we need to give him immunity to poison. So, poison immunity is... I could do it with that. I don't want to give it with this. So maybe I will. I'm wondering whether I want to give him more defense. Okay. Give him a poison ring. He needs to have a Genji ring. Okay, here's my Genji ring. Okay. And he doesn't need this. I'm gonna equip this instead. So, both of them can now have as much HP as they damn well please, without worrying about going down. As for him, he needs what? That looks right to me. Alright, so let's try this one more time. I guess he does use spells, now that I think about it, but he doesn't use them frequently enough for me to give a shit. So we're going to go ahead and just attack. Use a plan of attack, use a human shield, use a hamstring. Hamstring goes off. Get the little pokes in. Corsate comes out for 4,000 damage. Pretty significant. Let's see, we are going to go with a Monosurge. We're going to follow it up with another Monosurge. We are going to follow this up with Behind Enemy Lines. So both Kamanaton and Oberon should be immune to bleed right now, and should not be in too much danger. So the next thing that we're going to cast is a Citadel, and he's going to cast Meat Shield because this lasts the entire fight. Meanwhile, we've cast both of these. We're going to cast Invisibility Cloak. That reduces its int by a little, so hopefully... Okay, I haven't actually seen Dragonfire cast before, so now we know what that looks like. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do an AoE heal here. He's going to use He's gonna use a War Cry, and he's gonna use a Healing Steel. Inferno comes out. Oh my god. Oh, the AoEs. Oh, the AoEs are so painful. Okay. So... is there anything else I can do to increase my magic defense? I mean, not globally. So, we can use a Ground Slam to weaken its other stats. Not sure if I want to do that. I think I want to use a Mystic Concealment first. He needs to use Human Shield again, and he needs to use a Healing Steel. Okay, so the hope is that he goes back to using single targets on Oberon. The problem is that he did, and the single target happened to be a single target Instigib. So he's going to use Human Shield again, and we're going to use Hamstring. Yes. I'm going to miss Hamstring, which means that I am boned. He's probably going to just one-shot Oberon with whatever he does. Yep. Whew. And yeah, because I'm on a time limit, I'm on a relatively strict time limit, I'm actually going to do this next time. So I'm going to come around and do all of these hunts the next time I play. For now, I'm going to let this guy go. He's definitely killable. I just need to get him done properly. But now is unfortunately not the time for that. So let's see. It protects against all debuffs I do like. What am I looking for? Is it mercenaries? Yeah, mercenaries are okay. Okay. Oh, there's one right here. Oops, that's not where I'm trying to get to. Also, I'm a dope. I took off my repel ring and I need to put it back on. I also need to put on my experience ring. Excuse me. I'm wondering... so you can take off the poison ring, repel ring. There we go. So giant potion found. And how much else do we have here? So that was those two. Aha! So there was one right here that I missed. So my collection for radar is now up to 47 out of 50. So there's one that's unaccounted for that isn't on this other continent. There might actually just be 3 on this continent. I don't think so, though. I'm pretty sure there's just the 2. So we have one there. We have one there. And I think that's it. So here's the question. Do I want to go in there now to grab that? Because I know that I'm going to have to go there eventually. I don't think I do. Also, there's a thing down here. I'm going to grab the last... these. Where are you? This is our continent. Tirfing hilt? Okay then. So that was unexpected. Found the hilt of Tirfing. And I now need to figure out where the last radar thing is. Which continent are you on? Where are you, my friend? Where are you? Where are you? I don't have an easy answer to that. There might be another radar one that's somewhere that isn't actually currently available. Like a section of the map that will unlock eventually. Huh. Well. I think I've gotten just about everything at any rate. Alright, well, maybe I will go back to beating up on this boss. Got about 15 minutes left. Can I beat this boss in 15 minutes? Wrong direction. Find out. Okay, so this has a mixture of magic and physical. We definitely need... I actually kind of like the idea of just giving him... The problem is that if I give him too much HP, he's going to take a huge amount just from the poison. But giving him just a poison ring seems really weak. So maybe I do want to give him something like this. $200 HP per turn is honestly not a huge amount. So maybe I want to give him this and give him this. That gives him overall higher magic defense, a little bit lower physical defense. And we're going to go ahead and equip him. With the Genji ring. I think, no, we can't equip him with the Genji ring with that slot. You give it to him in this slot. He doesn't need this, so he can get this instead. He's only got 1800 mana, so I'm gonna pop in here. We're going to check his equipment. He needs his Berserker ring. And we can... oh, I guess I can't take a nap here, can I? Okay, whatever, it's fine. We'll just cast a Cure 4 on him. Twice, apparently. And so part of my hope now is that Oberon has so much HP that I don't actually have to worry about him. He's immune to percent-based damage. So we can go ahead and use a plan of attack off the bat. And we can use Human Shield. And Hamstring. Hamstring misses. And this guy has a boatload of defense. So Slashing Bite for 2700 is usually particularly nasty, but not if he's got that much thingamabobber. So we're going to use Monosurge. We got another Hamstring, and Hamstring gets out. Chorus Gate comes out 3,500 damage. And let's see. He's going to use Monosurge. He's going to use a Dark Ward. He's behind enemy lines. That's probably a mistake, but it panned out anyway. So we've got the magic defense buff up now. As for him, he's going to use a Cure Full. He's going to use self-preservation before he does anything else. And he's going to use Invincible. We are going to have him use Invisibility Cloak. And what else are we going to do? We're going to use a Cure 4 on him, and he's going to use Leech Shield. Use a Healing Steel. So Course 8 comes out and hits for basically nothing because he's invincible. And we're going to have him... He's got self-preservation out already. Do I have Citadel out? I do not. Don't want to have Citadel out. We have Mystic Concealment on him. I think I'm going to use the Elite Deeps combo. Rather than risk it wearing off, I am going to do this now. So Destroy Armor comes out. We are now in maximum damage mode. We can use Ground Slam if we want. Oh, I'm actually not in max damage mode, am I? I didn't have a Warcry out. Oh well. So he's going to use a meat... He's already used Meat Shield, hasn't he? Yes, he has. Alright, so he's going to use a Human Shield. We're going to use Healing Steel. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. And we're going to cast what? I'm going to cast a Cure 4 on him. Am I? Yes. Yes, I am. He is going to recast Dark Ward, probably. Yes, he is. So he's going to recast Dark Ward. He needs to hamstring? No, he doesn't. He needs to use behind enemy lines. That was a crit for a lot of damage. On the plus side, we don't have to worry about the really bad stuff coming out. We're going to mono-sacrifice. We're going to do what with him? He's going to use Iron Skin. We're going to Healing Steel. Slashing Bite comes out, Mono Sacrifice comes out, and Defense Boost comes out. So we can cast Cure 4 on him. And does he have anything that he needs to do? Yes, he does. He needs to recast Human Shield. Hamstring in 1 turn. We're going to reapply it now. Okay, Slashing Bite comes out for 500 damage. That is what I like to see, so let's try and keep that up. So, how are we doing here? So, Bloodlust is wearing off on this turn. What does that mean for us? I'm gonna cast a Sentinel. Okay, I missed the ground slam, unfortunately. I recast Juggernaut. Got Warcry for 1 more turn. I'm going to reapply it now. I'm actually not. I need to use a Destroy Armor now. Warcry can be next. So... Healing Steel's coming out. Okay. Decent amount of damage coming out. He actually could cast Bloodlust on himself, but he's not going to because he's already injured. He needs to get himself back up. Okay, so we have debuffs on him, not as much as we'd like. How many buffs do we have on ourselves? We don't have Citadel. Let's recast Citadel. Warcry and Dark Ward are going down this turn. And Human Shield? Eee. So, we're going to cast Dark Ward first. So, Warcry is going to be falling. Everything is falling this turn. Jeez. When it rains, it pours. Dragonfire comes out. It's a dodgeable attack, apparently. That was unexpected. We need to use a Holy Heal, because it's the only way we can AoE. So we're going to use Human Shield again. We're going to use Healing Steel. This time we actually are going to use Healing Steel because the probability of me getting screwed over by an AoE coming out is greater than the chance that I fail to... I'm actually going to cast a Fast Cure. We got this out. I'm very, very close to dead here. We need to be careful. Slashing Bite comes out. I don't know why I have an attack. That was a silly thing to do. I'm gonna cast the Holy Heal again. It's Trap, behind enemy lines, Hamstring, Sapping Sword. We do have Citadel active, so he can cast a Holy Heal, it's fine. Now, you do not want to do anything too special. Human Shield has another couple of rounds on it. I have him guard. Hamstring just got reapplied, right? Good. We only need to survive a couple more rounds, so... I don't think this is the last round. I think that the next round is the last round. But this should be the last round I need to survive. Because I think that I'll kill it on the next round before it gets a turn. So that's why I'm having him cure himself and having Varan guard. So the boss should hopefully go down here. With any luck, this boss will be boned. And we will go ahead and use behind enemy lines to keep this debuff up. And boom. That thing is down. And not a moment too soon, because that is actually time. I need to pop over to Theopolis quick. Well, more specifically, I'm going to pop over to the Mercenaries Guild. Where are we going? Right here. We're gonna save. Okay, so we took out that boss. We can pop over here. Whoops, we can leave and then pop back in and leave and do it all over again. So, what do we get? We got Virgil's bow and Virgil's staff and his sword. So, let's take a look here. So, Virgil's staff and sword are right there. So, this greatly increases attack, which is pretty much useless. This greatly increases int, which is okay. It's going to give me a little bit of extra healing throughput at the cost of a pretty dramatic reduction in my overall mana. So, neither of those is particularly great. I would imagine that the bow is probably similarly trash. So, that's fine. So anyway, we're going to save the game, and that is going to be it for today. This has been a pretty short stream. I tried to get stuff burst in as quickly as possible. But next time we're going to start doing actual exploration. All those places that we got the radar stuff from around but didn't go into, we're going to start going into all those little dungeons and see what's around. So that's going to be it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. It has been a pleasure to stream for you today, and I hope to see you all again next time.